So I had to take after Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills loss to Denver Broncos, and I talked about how on that final drive, two of the most important plays of the entire season for the Buffalo Bills and Josh Allen were passes thrown to receivers that Josh Allen has zero chemistry with, who have had a total of 12 targets for the entire season, let alone 12 catches. People were not happy with that take. Listen to what Nick Wright has to say about Matthew Stafford and the Los Angeles Rams in their biggest moments of this game in the NFC Championship game, and the Los Angeles Rams with, I believe, the MVP at quarterback, a future first ballot Hall of Famer probably, and Devontae Adams as one receiver and Puka as the other receiver. Their two biggest passes of the year went to Terrence Ferguson and Kenneth Mumfield, and somehow we're going to make it. So you are throwing the biggest passes of your season. And I'm not taking shots at Terrence Ferguson and Kenneth Mumfield, but those guys are deep on the receiver depth chart. Between them, they had 22 catches this season. They know they could single cover them. You saw they doubled, like you said, the stars, and you also know Stafford's not a runner. That helps because you don't have to have as many people rushing because you know he's not going to run. The one fourth down he picked up was running the ball, and it was stunning that he did it. Listen, today is not, I did. Yeah. Isn't that really funny? The one first down, by the way, that he picked up with his legs, and it was stunning that he did it. But isn't that amazing that you want to talk about, like, well, they took away Puka Nacua and Devontae, two receivers who, obviously, Josh Allen does not have the luxury. Say, oh, well, in the two most important plays, he had to go to different receivers. And it's like, one target. Hardman, one target. Josh Allen had to go to him in overtime in the final drive. And Brandon Cooks, 11 targets, played 5 games, and I think Hardman was the first game in the playoffs. 5 games and 11 targets. And the most important throw of the season, he had to throw like a 60-yard pass down the field to Brandon Cooks. And yet, nobody else wants to talk about that. I'm the one that's talking about it. Nobody else wants to talk about it. Nobody else wants to talk about it. And now, how about this? Devontae crying. Emotional. Definitely a bummer. I'm crowded away today without being player. I thought that was good emotional sound, but now I'm really, bummed out. Yeah. What's the number one reason? Yeah, they're bummed out. What did they say when the Buffalo Bills were emotional? I don't know if it's more embarrassing than the whole team being teary-eyed after a divisional round loss on the road, but it's pretty embarrassing. Weird, right? Weird. How we give one team the room to be emotional and tear-eyed and cry, and we give one quarterback the benefit of the doubt because, oh, he had to throw it to people that were not his main targets. But with Josh Allen, it's like he just couldn't get it done. You know what's really funny? Because then he also pointed out that Stafford with his legs got the one rushing first down. Josh Allen has only played 2 playoff games this playoff run this postseason, and he leads the entire NFL in first downs, in rushing first downs, alone beating out running backs. Josh Allen is actually the highest rated runner, including running backs and quarterbacks and anyone else. The highest rated runner, tied for second in touchdowns, rushing touchdowns. And again, he only played 2 games, mind you. This is Karen Williams and Kenneth Walker, it's not just quarterbacks here, and he's 10th in rushing yards. Not hard to imagine if you got to play another game, he'd easily be top 5. And again, Josh Allen, the highest ranked quarterback in the playoffs. Highest completion percentage, 71.6% completion percentage, 556 yards, 4 touchdowns, had 2 interceptions. Oh my God. We know the one interception was not on him. Even if we want to say that it wasn't a catch, then it was one of the most insane interceptions in playoff history that literally just got ripped out of his receiver's hands. You want to blame Josh Allen for that? You're delusional. And he had the one fumble. Oh my gosh. I can't believe he fumbled the ball. Oh my God. He's the only quarterback in the history to fumble. Oh my gosh. The other fumble was clearly not his fault. He got lit up from behind because Shakir doesn't know how to chip. But yet, we want to just say, Josh Allen. Josh Allen. Guy had 71.6% completion percentage. Played only 2 games and is third in the NFL in passing yards with 556. And was top in the NFL, number 1 in total touchdowns for quarterbacks. Only played 2 games. Matthew Stafford played 3. Josh Allen played 2. Josh Allen was number 1 in total touchdowns. Just so we're clear about that. And his completion percentage, 71.6%, not throwing to Pukanakwa, not throwing to Devontae, not having Sean McVay dial up plays. And he actually had a higher passer rating, 99.8. Matthew Stafford, 94.4. I think Josh Allen was number 2, no number 3 in pass rating. Pretty crazy. He was also pressured 34 times in 2 games. It's nearly 18 pressures per game. Matthew Stafford, 39 pressures in 3 games. Who was being pressured at a higher rate? You tell me. Josh Allen, 5 drops in 2 games. Matthew Stafford, 4 drops in 3 games. Adjusted completion percentage, 79.5% for Josh Allen. Matthew Stafford, 62.5. Josh Allen was number 1 in the NFL in adjusted completion percentage through the playoffs. And you want to tell me that Josh Allen is the sole reason why the Buffalo Bills came up short? You're out of your mind. You do not know what you are talking about. Josh Allen is leading the NFL in dropped passes, and he's only played 2 playoff games. 2 playoff games. Sam Darnold had 1 drop. Drake May, 5 drops in 3 playoff games. Do you see the difference? Can you keep up with the math? Josh Allen, at that rate, would have about 8 drops or so. It's unbelievable. The power of narrative. I can't believe Nick brought that up about who Matthew Stafford was throwing to when Josh Allen is forced to they dial up a play for Josh Allen to throw a go ball 50 yards down the field on 3rd down in overtime against an elite defense, and dialed up a play to throw to a receiver, a 32-year-old receiver who you've played a total of 5 games with and has thrown the ball to 11 times. And you want to cry wolf about Matthew Stafford having to throw to is just throwing to anyone not named Pukanua and Devontae. That's just wild, man. That's just wild. A lot of confusion out here. A lot of confusion. I have such an amazing video I haven't recorded yet. I made the graphics and whatnot. Now I'm going to have to add this now. Got to figure out how I want to do it, but Nick said a pretty wild statement before, and it really irked me. And I'll see when I get around to making that video. But now that I have this video out here, gives me a little extra second to not make that other video. Spoiler alert, it's about Josh Allen, how elite, how great he is, and all the things that he's done, even in his playoff losses. And it's better than vast majority of quarterbacks in their playoff wins, especially some famous quarterbacks. So we'll take a look at that. Haven't recorded yet. Just had to do all the data and get all the numbers. It's also interesting to see what happens when you compare those numbers against quarterbacks' loss, since you compare both quarterbacks when they lose. Yeah, we'll get into that. But I thought this was some pretty low-hanging fruit, so I was like, okay, thank you very much. But those are just my thoughts. I'd absolutely love to hear yours. Feel free to dispute what I'm saying without just saying you're so biased to cope harder. Give me an actual real comeback. Give me an actual real take to dispute what I'm pointing out. Let me hear it. I'd love to hear it. Let me know. I read every single comment, so whether you agree with me or disagree with me, either way, let's get in some discussions. Let's get in some fights. But ultimately, let's just have some fun. And please do consider subscribing. We're building an amazing community here and absolutely love to see you part of it. I want to build something that we all generally feel connected to. Something that we're really excited to be part of. I think we're well on our way to doing it. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. It really does help the visibility in the algorithm. Thank you so much.